A commercial decision. And of course, our thoughts are very much with the 2,500 employees whose jobs are at risk now, and of course, with passengers.
But Boris Johnson likely to face big questions today about how this helps with his agenda of regional connectivity and levelling up across the country that we've heard so much about.
OK, thank you, Tamara. The other big issue for the government this morning is COVID-19, how they're going to continue to try to contain the outbreak of COVID-19. The biggest number increase overnight, another 30-odd people confirmed, bringing that number to 87. Chief Exec of the International Council of Nurses, Howard Cowton, joining us now from central London. Hello to you, Mr. Cowton. Thank you for joining us on the programme. What kind of strain is coronavirus putting on the health service?
Hi, good morning, and thanks for having me on. Contact with nurses in the worst affected countries in China, South Korea, Italy and Iran over recent days. Our nurses around the world are doing incredible work. Their efforts, I would describe them as heroic. They're working hugely long hours. Many of them are very exhausted, staying in hospitals and facilities, not going home, sleeping on floors, some of them. They're dealing with the psychological pressures and anxiety that both patients have, but also many of them are separated from their families as well. But I don't think that we are doing enough to support and protect our healthcare workers. We've got a particular problem with the supply of personal protective equipment. The WHO have said that they think we've got a shortage of around about 40%. We urgently need manufacturers to step up in the increase to supply. We as the public as well, we don't all need to be wearing masks. We shouldn't be hoarding masks either. We need to protect our health workers, our nurses, because they are the front line against managing and containing this virus, this disease. If we exhaust them, the spread of the disease will be worse.
What sort of support do our nurses need then?
So they need the supply of personal protective equipment. We need to give them breaks, make sure that they get breaks. We need to give them psychological support as well. We need to make sure that nurses are involved in some of the key decisions that are being taken about how the disease is being managed. We can't suddenly magic up thousands more nurses around the world. The world has a global shortage of nurses at the moment. So we may well have to look at how we not only protect and look after the nurses that we have, but distribute them to different places. So involving nurses in the management, the coordination of the fight against this disease is critically important as well.
And in your experience, which countries are the worst for looking after their healthcare professionals?
Listen, I'm not going to name particular countries, but I will say that WHO have recognised how central nurses and health workers are to global health security. This is the year of the nurse and the midwife, recognised, designated by the World Health Organization, because they are so key to dealing with all of the health challenges. We're seeing that now in such a clear example of how when we talk about national security, we talk about economic security, it's health security. These are two sides of the same coin. We need to flip our thinking about thinking that we just invest in health when the good times, the economic good times roll. We need to consistently be investing in health. We need to be consistently properly planning and training and educating more of our workforce, because our national security, our economic security, our health security are intimately related and intertwined.
OK, Howard Cowton, we appreciate you taking the time to join us on the programme this morning. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. We are in a thinning out bar, let's put it that way, in Portland, in Oregon, the state of Oregon, which is just above Washington State. As many of you will know, big issue with COVID-19 there. We'll talk about that in more detail in the coming days and weeks, as I said. But right now, Super Tuesday has been a big issue here. They don't actually go to the polls here in Oregon until the middle of May. And when they do, it is a true blue state. But when they do, one of the biggest issues will be the environment. Talking about that after the break.
Hi, this is John Bon Jovi. Wake up every day with me and Kate Burley at breakfast every day from 7 o'clock.
Hello, I'm Claire Bridge with your showbiz news. A warning, there's some flash photography coming up. Mariah Carey has postponed a performance due to coronavirus fears. The singer was scheduled to appear in Hawaii next week, but blamed